Ethics of technology. Ethical considerations in technology address privacy bias and societal impacts, fostering responsible innovation and trust.
Ethics in technology. As technology becomes deeply woven in the fabric of modern life, the question of ethics in its development and use has gained critical importance. Ethics in technology refers to the principles and moral considerations that guide how innovations are designed, implemented, and regulated. This includes examining the societal, environmental, and individual impacts of these advancements. While technology offers immense potential to solve complex challenges and improve lives, it also raises difficult questions about privacy, accountability, bias, and the equitable distribution of benefits. For professionals, businesses, and policymakers, understanding the ethical dimensions of technology is no longer optional. It is essential for ensuring that progress is not achieved at the expense of humanity's values and rights. Defining ethics in technology. At its core, ethics in technology addresses the should questions. Should we build this? Should we use it in this way? It goes beyond mere compliance with laws and regulations, focusing instead on aligning technological innovation with moral values such as fairness, inclusivity, and sustainability. For example, frameworks like the ethics of care, which prioritize the well-being of affected individuals and communities, have been increasingly applied to evaluate the societal impact of emerging technologies. Scholars such as Luciano Floridi have emphasized the importance of digital ethics, a branch of philosophy that seeks to address how digital technologies shape human existence and societal relations. His work encourages us to consider not just the functionality of technology, but also its potential to either empower or exploit users. Key ethical concerns. One of the most prominent ethical concerns in technology is privacy. As digital platforms collect and process vast amounts of personal data, often without explicit consent, users are left vulnerable to exploitation. High-profile incidents, such as the Cambridge Analytica scandal, highlighted how personal data can be weaponized to manipulate elections and public opinion. This has led to regulatory measures like the General Data Protection Regulation, GDPR, in Europe, which emphasizes data privacy and user control. Yet, even with these protections, ethical questions persist about how much data organizations should collect and whether the benefits of data-driven innovation outweigh the risk to individual privacy. Another critical issue is bias and discrimination, particularly in artificial intelligence and machine learning systems. Algorithms trained on biased data sets often reproduce and amplify existing inequalities. For instance, research by Joy, founder of Algorithmic Justice League, demonstrated that facial recognition technologies were significantly less accurate in identifying individuals with darker skin tones compared to lighter-skinned individuals. These findings underscore the need for greater diversity in data sets and interdisciplinary oversight to ensure that AI technologies do not perpetuate systemic injustice. Accountability and transparency represent additional ethical challenges. As technology becomes more complex, understanding how decisions are made, particularly by AI systems, becomes increasingly difficult. Many algorithms operate as black boxes, where even their developers cannot fully explain their decision-making processes. This lack of transparency raises fundamental questions about responsibility. Who is held accountable when an autonomous vehicle causes a fatal accident or when an algorithm denies someone a loan based on flawed assumptions? Scholars such as Shoshana Zuboff, author of The Age of Surveillance Capitalism, have argued that unchecked technological power can erode trust in institutions and create an environment where individuals have little control over the systems that shape their lives. Broader impacts on society. Beyond individual concerns, technology has broader implications for societal inequality and accessibility. The digital divide remains a persistent issue, with access to technology varying widely across geographic and socio-economic lines. While innovations like telemedicine, and online education hold the promise of democratizing access to resources, they often remain out of reach for marginalized communities. Ethical technology development must address these disparities, ensuring that advancements benefit all segments of society. Similarly, the environmental cost of technology, such as the energy consumption of cryptocurrency, mining, and data centers, requires serious consideration. Balancing the benefits of innovation with the environmental toll is a pressing ethical challenge for the tech industry. Frameworks for ethical technology. To navigate these complex issues, organizations and governments have adopted various frameworks for ethical decision making. Principle-based approaches, such as those outlined by the IEEE Global Initiative on Ethics of Autonomous and Intelligent Systems, emphasize values like accountability, transparency, and privacy. These principles serve as benchmarks for assessing technologies and ensuring their responsible use. Human-centered design is another important framework focusing on the needs and values of people who will interact with the technology. This approach involves engaging diverse stakeholders, including marginalized groups, to ensure that technological solutions address a wide range of needs and do not inadvertently cause harm. Additionally, regulatory frameworks play a crucial role in shaping the ethical landscape. However, as technology evolves rapidly, laws often lag behind innovation, necessitating proactive efforts by organizations to anticipate and address ethical challenges before they escalate. Case studies in ethical technology. Real-world examples highlight both the potential and the pitfalls of technology. Facial recognition technology, for instance, has been deployed in security and retail environments to enhance efficacy and safety. Yet, its misuse has sparked debates about privacy and civil liberties. China's extensive use of facial recognition for public surveillance has drawn criticism for enabling authoritarian control and violating individual rights. This case underscores the need for global conversations about the ethical boundaries of surveillance technologies. Social media platforms provide another illustrative case. Designed to maximize user engagement, their algorithms often prioritize sensational or divisive content, contributing to the spread of misinformation and societal polarization. Efforts to address these issues include revising algorithms, implementing stricter content moderation policies, and enhancing transparency about how platforms operate. Autonomous vehicles also pose unique ethical dilemmas. While self-driving cars promise safer roads and greater accessibility, they raise thorny questions about how to prioritize lives in unavoidable circumstances. These challenges require input from ethic people, engineers, and policymakers to develop systems that align with societal values. The role of businesses, governments, and individuals. The responsibility for ethical technology does not rest solely on developers or tech companies. It is a shared responsibility that involves businesses, governments, and individuals. Businesses must prioritize transparency and accountability, integrating ethical considerations into their development processes. Companies like Microsoft and Google have taken steps by establishing AI ethics boards and conducting impact assessments to guide their projects. Governments play a critical role in enforcing ethical standards through regulations and policies. Collaborative efforts between governments, academia, and industry can foster robust frameworks that promote innovation while safeguarding public interest. Finally, individuals can contribute by advocating for responsible technology use, supporting ethical businesses, and making informed choices about the technologies they engage with. As we conclude, ethics in technology is not merely an academic exercise. It is a vital aspect of how society navigates the complexities of innovation. As technology continues to shape the way we live, work, and interact, it is essential to approach its development with care and consideration. By embedding ethical principles into the technological lifestyle, we can ensure that progress aligns with humanity's shared values, respects individual rights, and fosters a future where innovation serves the greater good. Addressing these challenges will require vigilance, collaboration, and a commitment to doing what is right, even when it is not the easiest path.